Thank you, Mark. Stop by and see Mark Fowler today, Terry Campus in Del Tech, North Dover. All right, Mark, have a good walk. You too, bud. Take care. Good morning. You're on WXDE. Good morning. You're on WXDE. Good morning. Yes, good morning. Yes, please. Okay. That's being polite, I take it, right? You just did. It's your report card, any way you want to grade it. But we get the gist, yes. How about immigration reform? I know they got that through the Senate, but once again, there's... Yeah, that's a big one right now. Yes, you did. Yeah. Yes, you know that goes on in all the countries back and forth, and only we were dumb enough to get caught doing it. Right. Okay. All right. Yes, I get that feeling, yes. Well, look, you have... No, go ahead. That's all right. Overall, what? Yes, exactly. Yes, it has. Yes, it has. I think him and Millard Fillmore will be in a close race for that title, I do believe. Uh-huh. Hard to disagree on that one, too. Look, I got to run. I got another couple of calls, but thank you for your call. You have a great day. Good morning. You're on WXDE. Good morning. Sure. No, it's been the prime piece in what he's doing. I'd have thought of it eventually too. Exactly. I thank you for the call. We got to run. We're up against a hard break, but thank you for your time and take care. Thank you for the great call. Thank you. That's what I'm talking about.
You got to get people waking up.
Well, there you go. There you go.
Woke up.
Man, I had 4 buttons. I said, man, can I talk to all of you? Conference call. Hey. That's fun. All right, we're going to do the weather bed. This time I'm not going to mess it up. We're going to do it just right. Oh, that felt good. Obama, I got to remember that one. Tuck that one away for like a hate Obama type thing. Now, if I put it on auto, it should straighten up, right? I'll just wait. But... what's the 9 o'clock? Is that Matt Krim? Or at 8? I mean, who comes in at 8?
8 is Weller's.
Oh, Weller's?
That's that remote.
Oh, shit.
All right, so you should be checking that line.
Oh, okay.
I don't know which access it is, but it's one of them.
Oh, I don't know how to do it either. Nobody told me squat.
Put them in queue and see if you hear them.
Yeah, it's in queue. I don't even have Weller's phone number. That'd be nice if I had that.
Well, I don't think he's there today.
Oh, okay. Well, whoever. Messages. There we go. New message. There we go. Good morning, Norm. Oh, good. You got my number.
I like the guy that said he was on his way to the ham fest.
Oh, really? Yeah, there you go. Yeah. You know something that you had talked about it earlier, obviously. And for the life of me, I'm thinking ham fest, and I'm thinking food, and I'm thinking,
Well, they actually are going to have food there.
oh, I know. Yeah, but ham will be the featured event. Yes, the ham toss. That's what you need to do. Find the shortest, smallest ham radio guy and have the ham toss.
Good morning, Norm and Walt. Can you hear me?
All right, Colin, where are you, buddy?
You got me? You got me. I am on Access 2. Access 2. Good morning. Access 2. I'm going to send you another text message.
Oh. Here, tell him to say hi.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. Can you hear me, Walt? Can you hear me, Norm? Walt and Norm. Good morning. Good morning.
But he's coming through my headset. Yeah, tell him now.
Hey, check 1 2 1 2. You got me? Do you have me? I'm on Access.
Good morning, Norm Short here, filling in for Fran the Man. We're just scooting through our Saturday morning ever so quickly. This time goes by so fast, the phone lines were lit up. Everybody thinks about President Obama, and I think everybody in the class here wants to be a teacher today because they all want to give him a grade. So far, let's see, well, if it was an S or a U, it'd be a U. That would be the grade. But some of them went into greater detail than that. And I'm inclined to agree with a lot of them. I know it's not all his fault. You can't blame him. But on the same hand, you know, the buck stops here. And that's just, if you're in charge and the company's not doing well, it's where, you know, where does the blame lie? If you're paying somebody to run your company or coach your ball team or whatever it is, and they're losing game after game after game, It's not long before you're looking for a new coach. Well, our coach will be out of work in a couple of years. We can fix all that, I'm sure. But if you've got an opinion, call in and give the president a grade. Heard the words worse than Jimmy Carter. Heard the words the Benghazi, Bin Laden thing went great, and different things. So it's been some pass, some fail, but overall, tell us what you think. 839-1059, 839-1059. And in a little bit, we'll have Colin will be on. Him and Jim Weller. I think Jim's actually off today, but bringing us up to speed on things going on in the area as well. And if you've got a community event you'd like to call in and talk about, here's your chance. Got a couple minutes to go. 839-1059, 839-1059. And earlier this morning, we were talking about your doctor, and have you ever told your doctor no? Maybe you were sleeping during that portion of the program, which I couldn't do because I'd had my bucket of coffee, my bucket of pumpkin spice coffee, and I'll tell you what, I'll be bouncing off the wall the rest of the day. That's some good stuff. Like I said, I don't think it'd been better if they thrown a donut in there, and I'm not so sure there wasn't one at the bottom of the cup. But it all went down rather smoothly. 839-1059, 839-1059. So by all means, give us a call. If you'd like to give President Obama a grade, tell us the good things, the bad things. Maybe you've had good luck on the health care. Maybe you signed up for it and it went like it's supposed to go. That would be a story. By all means, call, because we haven't seen anybody just that kind of success. That's just the lovely lady in Selbyville who actually got to meet the president, and that has got to be pretty cool. I'll give her props on that one, and give her props for sticking it out, just seeing if it could be done. Somebody had to test the system. Congratulations for succeeding. Seriously, you wouldn't think it would take that long. I've heard anywhere from 11 hours to 11 days, but whatever it is, it's way too long. So by all means, she should get some. They should have a parade in Selbyville in her honor. 839-1059, 839-1059. She definitely deserves props for that. So, yeah, call in, give the president his grade. Tell us what you think of the health care rollout. Maybe tell us what you think of we've been caught spying on Germany and France. I mean, really, is that what the boss in charge is supposed to let happen? News of that leak out? Immigration reform seems to be stalled once again. My bigger question is overall, do you see the leadership? I mean, I remember past presidents would call a conference and get all the newspapers and TVs around, and they would go out there and pound the pulpit and say, here's what I want to do. And maybe they wouldn't get it done, but they'd at least let the country know what they thought about things instead of kind of like the wishy-washy direction we're going, wet the finger, put it up in the air and see which way the wind's blowing. It seemed like they wait for the next poll to come rolling in. Apparently Congress doesn't care about the polls too much. They got a favorable rating of around 12%. And like I was saying earlier, I'd sure like to meet those 12%. I don't know how anybody could possibly give them a passing grade, but that's government in action. 839-1059, 839-1059. Things like they were going to reform entitlement programs. You don't have to have much more than about a sixth grade education to realize, mathematics-wise, if you're spending more money than you're bringing in, you're going to run out of money after a while. And that's pretty much what most experts think is going to happen to the entitlements program. So it just seemed like it would make more sense if somebody would take point and say, look, we're going to have to trim a few different areas, and it's going to be a little bit painful now, but if we don't do it now, it's going to be a lot painful. And we can't even get the leadership to stand up and do that. They just keep, and the one thing I keep reading in the paper all the time, the famous phrase, kick the can down the road. There we go. But is that what you want your company doing, our president? So by all means, call. We had quite a few calls before we took our break. If you happen to get online and want to hold up, we'll get to you, I promise. And you can get tell us your report card, your grade on it. That if you were a shareholder in a company that's acting like the government right now, would you be selling your shares of stock, or would you be there at the shareholder meeting holding up a sign saying whatever, but your disrespect for what was going on, your unhappiness? 839-1059, 839-1059. And it does seem like the members of Congress just spend their entire time, as soon as Walt was saying earlier, as soon as they get elected, the very first day in office, they're trying to get reelected for the next go-round. And I think they're banking on most of us being just a little too busy trying to make our own lives be a little bit nicer and pay our bills that we don't have time to go picket or make a lot of phone calls and tell them how unhappy we are. We just kind of grumble at the water cooler and get back to work because you're on the clock kind of thing. And I don't know who's got the time and energy to do that at the end of the day. I know if it, just like with the health care, there aren't many people that can spend that much time signing up for anything. There aren't a lot of people who can spend that much time signing up to win the lottery. That's a lot of time tied up. 839-1059, 839-1059. And some of the things going on in the area today. Let's see, the second annual craft show is over to the Frederica Firehouse, and that goes on right now until 2 o'clock. So by all means, stop by and check that out. And as Janice so adroitly pointed out, Georgetown Fire Company is having an arts and crafts show going on for most of the day. And you know where the Georgetown Firehouse is. It's not too far from where Janice has parked her car. So by all means, check that out as well.
All right, that's
839-1059, 839-1059. The Ham Fest.
But anyway, we're going to be doing our show live here from Weller's Building Service in Bridgeville, Delaware. That's right on the outskirts of town.
$5 to get in.
And what is that thing you've got there? Two-way radio? I see you, Colin.
There you go. The Ham Fest. All right.
So that's going on until 3 this afternoon. There's a lot of
All this time I thought I was on the radio.
tailgating outside where people have used equipment for sale.
A swap shop. There we go.
There's some of that inside as well as some new things for sale as well inside. There'll be classes if you
I'm listening to
find
no
out
one on the radio.
want to learn how to get a license, things like that. You can find out that all going on at Sussex Tech today.
Brandon,
I got it.
Sure.
Today. Here we go.
Be there later.
Okay.
I will definitely be there later.
Okay, good to know. And there's a Heart Walk at Deltech Community Campus in Dover. Stop by and say hi to Mark Fowler. He's emceeing, and he'll be strapping on the sneakers and joining the crowd. It's all for the Heart Walk, and that's a truly good cause. I'm Norm Short. I've thoroughly enjoyed the extra time, but Fran will be back next week, not to worry. But tomorrow morning, it'll be all you and me all over again, and I'm looking forward to that as well. And we're going to have a survivalist on, but that's for tomorrow. Until then, take care.
Are you there, Jim? Jim. G-Y-M, Jim.
Good.
You can't hear me.
Good morning. It is 7:59. I'm Walt Marcus in the Delaware 105.9 newsroom. Mostly sunny, breezy, 61 today. We're at 35 right now.
of course, they're on the...
Governor Markell says the key to having
You're on the
Delaware
internet,
students
guys.
be the
Can-
best
can you
is
hear me?
having Delaware teachers be the best. With that in mind, the governor recently
Hey, you
kicked
couldn't hear me, Jim?
off the second year of what he
No, I
calls
didn't,
the
but you
Delaware
hear me?
Talent
Yeah, I could hear you.
Collaborative.
Okay.
Folks may not know he's on the internet.
The governor says the state helps make it possible for these
Well,
teachers to take on the
makes a little
challenge
difference.
by offering finance incentives that are proven to
Okay,
attract and
I'm gonna change
retain
this up a
top
little bit.
teachers at
I
higher
can't see
need
it all.
schools. He also says that he hopes that the educators will be in Delaware will be able to take part in programs like lower mortgage rates for those that qualify. From the first town of the first state, WXVE Lewis, Delaware 105.9. It's 8 o'clock.
Now he's just a bigger one. So that was nice.
You can hit the talk back and talk to them.
Here, where the?
Over on your mic someplace, there's a talk back button.
I got batteries if you need any.
Okay, can you
How
hear
about
me
now,
Jim?
big guy? Can you hear me?
Hey, Norm, are you there?
Yeah, we're here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can't hear Walt or the commercials, though.
All right, that's because they're not in.
How about now?
Being fed down the line.
No.
No, it's not being fed down the line. You have to put my mic in the same channel as you have your mic. Look down there. See? See the button down there?
Yeah, this one here.
No, look at your column. Look at your column.
Right. Those are. Okay.
He needs to hear.
Hey, Jim, are you there? Can you hear me?
Oh, okay.
I am. I can hear you. Yeah.
Is it loud enough?
Urging the administration to push back the deadline. Our constituents are frustrated, Shaheen says, and we fear that the longer the website is not functional, opportunities for people to log on, learn about their insurance choices, and enroll will be lost.
The Obama administration says the problems will be fixed about a month from now, 2 weeks before the deadline to sign up for coverage. A nearly 9-hour shooting and standoff ended early today in Roseville, California, suburban Sacramento. The suspect in the ordeal surrendered without incident. 32-year-old Samuel Duran, a wanted parolee, was holed up in a house. Apparently picked at random, holding officers at bay. A woman and a child inside the dwelling for a while.
We're told that they were able to eventually get out of a back window of their home and escape, and they went down to a neighbor's house where they were safe. He did make his way in.
No, you don't want auto roll,
He ended up
because otherwise
staying in that house and
you're going to have to hit
refusing to
it
come out.
yourself.
KOVR-TV reporter
You're the one that
Anjali
says intro to
Hempel,
the
one cop
program,
in serious
whatever it is.
condition. A wounded ICE agent plus
Yeah.
2 other law
Right.
enforcement officers
Well,
in
that you got
stable
hit
condition.
manually when I say
Preface to the forthcoming Winter
at the end of
Olympics,
the weather,
Russia toughening its
Delaware
anti-terrorism
105.9
law.
News.
CBS's Larry Miller at the foreign desk.
Russia has made it illegal for its citizens to fight in foreign conflicts. The penalty, up to 6 years in jail. The Russian parliament rushed through the law, concerned that more
You
than
don't need to turn your
400
mic
of
on.
its nationals
Just
now
talk
fighting
to him.
against the
See
Assad
if you
regime in
hear.
Syria
Can you hear me now?
could return to attack the Winter Olympics in Sochi. Russian leader Vladimir Putin doesn't want any trouble. He's spending more than $50 billion on the
Okay,
game.
all right,
turn your
Miller,
mic up,
CBS
but not
News,
on.
London.
How about now?
Guinness World Record broken in Los Angeles. More than 300 people wearing googly eyes glasses made famous in numerous cartoons. The event sponsored by A Place Called Home, a charity that provides safe
Where are you located
alternatives
today?
for after-school activities. This is CBS News.
Now,
If you're a business owner with salespeople, how in the world could you say no to this offer? The top 20% of your salespeople close 80% of the business. 80% of all sales are closed after the 5th attempt, and 83% of all salespeople don't even ask for the sale once. Did you know that close to 90% of all salespeople have never even read one sales book? How many sales are being lost each month simply because your salespeople are not professionally trained how to sell? Hi, this is Jason Evans, author of the Bright Sales Book on Closing. If you're a business owner with 2 salespeople or more and you're serious about increasing your sales, I want to invest in you and give you a free trial pass to access my multi-million-dollar sales training website that trains, tests, and tracks your salespeople. Just call us and leave us a voicemail with your email address, and we'll send you your free trial pass. Call 800-250-5971. This is how to close from A to Z for any product or service, regardless of industry, whether you sell face-to-face or over the phone. Call 800-250-5971. That's 800-250-5971.
Good morning. It is 8:04. I'm Walt Marcus in the Delaware 105.9 newsroom. U.S. Deere vehicle collisions are declining. That's according to the Federal Highway Administration. State Farm Insurance spokesman Dave Phillips says Delaware ranks 27th in deer hits. He says November is the worst month for crashes.
Okay. One second. Okay. He can barely hear me.
The average property damage claim runs over $3,000 per deer collision, according to Phillips. The Delaware State Chicken Wing Championships being held today during the 24th annual Sea Witch Halloween and Fiddlers Festival in Rehoboth Beach. The event will take place in the vendor area, surrounded by the Rehoboth Beach bandstand on Rehoboth Avenue. It's sponsored by Mount Air, the ice cream store, and Peppers.com. The competition will pit world champion chicken wing winners against local area restaurateurs and chefs.
Niece is listening on the phone, on the internet, not to us, but to Norm. And she can hear him talking over the commercial.
Oh, okay.
That's the owner of Peppers in Lewis and the ice cream shop in Rehoboth. He says the competition goes on from 10 until 5. The judging portion will be done between 1 and 3, and Delaware 105.9's own Kelly Steele will be one of those judges. A Millsboro man is dead following an ATV crash. 57-year-old Frank Wilkerson was found Friday afternoon by rail workers in a wooded area north of the intersection of Robinson Way and Thoroughgoods Road. State police say the workers were inspecting some track when they spotted Wilkerson's body pinned under the ATV. A preliminary investigation indicates he was riding the ATV in the area and encountered loose rocks while riding over a hill. The loose rocks gave way, and Wilkerson and the ATV tumbled down the hill. It ultimately landed on top of him. The collision reconstruction unit is continuing to investigate the incident, and the time of the accident has not yet been determined. Delaware 105.9 news time is 8:06. Time for a check on sports. High school football with Delmarva beating Laurel 21-20 in River shutout series 35-27. Crescent Central 32, College Tech 17. Dover over Smyrna 30-6, and King Edward Delaware gets back on the playing field today. They were off last weekend. Such, and that gets underway later today at 3 o'clock. Taking a look at the Weather Center forecast.
Yeah, I got one.
Staff meteorologist calling for mostly sunny, breezy, 61 today. Partly cloudy tonight, 42. Partly sunny, about 60 for tomorrow. Mostly sunny and a high temperature of 61 on Monday. And the rest of the beginning of the week also looking very, very nice. We see on Tuesday, mostly sunny, nice 66, and Wednesday, variable cloudiness, a shower possible in 69. 31 right now in Milford. It's 33 in Georgetown. It's also 33 in Bridgeville. I'm Walt Barkus, Delaware 105.9 News.
The following program is a paid commercial presentation. The comments, views, and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect the views of the staff, management, or advertisers of Delaware 105.9.
And he'll start.
We'll stay off of it.
Yeah. Now, did you tape it down so nobody trips over it?
Yeah, I use the cheapest, highest quality of low value duct tape.
All right.
Fine.
Okay, that's good.
If you must. Oh, okay.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to our show. Colin Walls and I do a show called Weller Does Delmarva, and you never know where we're going to be. Actually, this week, right now, they are live at Weller's Utility Trailers in Bridgeville. So if you're out in your car and you're riding by, honk your horn 3 times so we'll know that you heard us. And if you didn't hear us, only honk your horn twice. And if you want to just stop in and say hi, stop on in and browse around and talk to Brooks and Brandon and James and see what all is going on at Weller's Utility Trailers in Bridgeville City. Now, a couple things I did want to mention. This show that we do, Colin and I actually pay for it, so that means we are given the opportunity to resell some of it. So if you're listening and you say, well, I have a business, I'd like to be on the show. I have a product that I sell, I'd like to be on the show. I have an event that I am involved in, I'd like to be on the show. You give me a call at 337-7300, and I'll tell you what's involved in being involved with Weller Does Delmarva. It's a weekly show on Delaware 105.9, but as an added bonus, not just being on the radio, as an added bonus, we also stream this show on the internet at wellerdoesdelmarva.com. And the neat thing about that is, for example, next week, we're going to be in an open house for the Delmarva Christian High School, and you'll be able to listen to the show on the radio next week, but you'll also be able to watch it on the internet and see the different people that we interview and talk to and some of the key people involved with the school. But when Colin and I leave for that day, they will have that to use on their social media network, on their website, whatever they want to do with it. So it's a little bit more than being just on a radio show. We can offer you the best of both worlds, audio, visual, and something that you can use after we're done. So if you have any interest in me or Colin Walls helping you promote whatever you've got going on or are involved in, please give me a call, 337-7300. Both of us have many years of business experience and would love to help you promote your business. Now, I want to mention a couple of my sponsors. One of the big sponsors we have is Wireless Zone. They have 3 locations, Milford, Harrington, and Middletown, and a great place to deal. Tejas owns it, and whether you need a cell phone, need advice on the cell phone, want to talk about anything that Verizon offers, they are a premium retailer for Verizon and a good place to deal. Also, we have Glass Doctor in Lincoln, which is the Fitzgerald family. Good friend of mine, Scott Fitzgerald, runs that, and if you need any kind of auto glass or glass for your business or your home or whatever, give them a call at 422-2783, and they'll take good care of you. So I'm going to interview some of my own people today. In other words,
who are you looking forward to get up first, Jim?
In the store. We got Brandon Ritter in the store, and I might even interview my son Jimmy some. I'm not sure. But anyway, we're going to be interviewing some of the different people that work for me. And for you, a lot of you that don't know this, Brooks and Brandon are actually brothers. And I've known both of them since they was just little boys. And their dad, Doug, is one of my best friends, and wanted to give them the opportunity to work for me. And they've been with me quite a few years now. And in just a minute or two, I'm going to get one of them on, and we're going to talk about, what they do and don't do around Wellers. And then I got another individual, Jason Tipsky, and we call him Jay because we already have another Jason at the store. So Jay is our shop guy and our lot guy. And when you ride by and you say, wow, that is a nice-looking place for as many trailers as they have and as much grass as there is to cut and things like that, Jay does a fantastic job of keeping us looking good. And then when you buy a trailer, he's the guy who hooks you up, makes sure the lights work, the turn signals, and all of that. And then on top of that, if you need a hitch put on or any wiring or trailer repairs or maintenance, he does all of that. So Jay's one of them get-it-done guys. He's an invaluable employee. It's been quite a blessing to have with Weller. So today, as the show continues on, we're going to talk to each one of these employees, tell you a little bit about who they are. They're all family men, good people, and just great employees. I feel honored and blessed to have them.
Who are you looking to get up here first to talk to?
Whoever you can grab. I'll take Brooks, Brandon, or Jay, any of them.
And I want to encourage people to go to catchitlive.com right now, actually, and you can watch and you can compare Brooks and Brandon, and you'll just look at them and say, oh, there's no doubt they're brothers. They look just alike.
Yeah. I'd rather them go to Wellers Does Delmarva.
I'm sorry, Wellers Does Delmarva.
That's okay.
I keep doing that.
So, now, I do want to mention Catch It Live, though. If you ever have an event, Colin is talking with his hands. I don't know if he's talking to me or not.
Hello.
Uh-oh, he's standing up.
All right. Now, you're seeing that on the delay, Jim, so what you're seeing is what you listen to me on your headphones.
All right, no problem. I was trying to read all that hand language.
So you missed all that. That was a couple minutes ago. But we do have Brooks here, and he's ready to go if you're ready to talk to him. Can you hear me?
Sure, I'll talk to Brooks.
Okay.
Brooks, have a seat there, young man.
Thank you.
For everybody that's watching, this is Brooks Ritter. He volunteered to go first, evidently.
Okay.
He's very excited.
Not even the weather or anything. Okay.
Anyway, Brooks, good morning to you.
Good morning, Jim.
Are you okay?
I am excellent.
Looks like you're sweating profusely.
Okay.
I have a problem with microphones.
Get rid of all those commercials.
Okay. Well, look, just pretend there's not one there. Don't even worry about the camera or anything.
No problem.
But anyway, tell us just a little bit about yourself. Who are you? Where'd you go to school? When'd you graduate? Are you married? Are you single?
Will do.
And do you got any kids or anything?
Take care. Have a good time.
Tell us who Brooks Ritter is.
Well, I am Brooks Ritter, like you said. I am graduated from Sussex Tech in 2002.
Yeah, I didn't think we had commercials
I am married. I have 2 wonderful little daughters. One will be 5 in December. The other one's 1.5. I've been here at Wellers for, actually today's my 7.5-year anniversary of working at Wellers.
Wow. Congratulations. That's like an endurance test.
Sure, exactly.
Commercial. Okay, cool.
And so what role do you play at Wellers? Like, what would you say your expertise is? You're talented at many things, but what's your expertise?
Well, I'm in sales here at Wellers. My expertise would be special ordering trailers.
No.
Something that's not.
So then we just roll on. I got to do this manually.
Yeah.
And it doesn't.
Well, after you get past 18.
It is. I've special ordered trailers as small as a little 5x8 trailer.
20,
and a special ordered
25.
trailer
Yeah, you want to get all past that.
A 44 or 48.
How do I do that?
Goose
Delete them?
trailer. So any need you have,
Vendor's
any
bed?
thoughts you have, anything custom
Yeah.
you want to look at, you would
don't
come
reshift it,
ask for
right?
Brooks.
No.
We could sit down, discuss what you want,
They don't run any of
some
that.
ideas back and forth, and
Money report.
I wish they would get
They'll
them
get something put
straightened
together.
down.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I've seen some of the trailers that you've spec'd
Hey,
out for whether it be a
28.
fire company
Yep.
or a local
Get rid of the
business or
stop
something
sign
like
ramp.
that. The vendor trailers seem to be, which can get very involved. Sinks,
Promo.
countertops, electric receptacles, heating, air conditioning, insulation, the placement of things. They seem to be pretty involved. Is that fair to say?
Definitely. They take some time to put together. There's a lot that goes into them. That seems to be something that a lot of people are looking to get into.
Okay, let's see.
It's a good way to generate
If I leave
extra
this on
income.
auto, it kicks right in at 8:28.
That's why I think we're seeing more and more.
Well, I would wait till you get past the time of that to make sure.
You know,
Yeah.
buying a vendor
Oh, okay.
trailer, and then you see them at public events and things like that, and that's what they do to generate
Yeah,
some income.
because that's what tells them that they're coming up on the break.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
The
right.
music down the line.
You
Right.
see them all over the place. I run into a lot of my customers out at events. Greenwood Fire Department purchased a concession trailer from us, and I see them like Apple Scrapple. I see them all over the place. A gentleman down in Chincoteague bought a couple of
Ching.
concession
Oh,
trailers.
Woody's on the circle there.
That's correct, and he actually doesn't use them driving around, but he actually planted them there at his location in Chincoteague, and he does his fried chicken out of them, and he's decorated them all up, and it looks really good, and the food is excellent too. So, but
It is.
they're definitely
Wow.
a good way to generate some extra income, because for one, they're mobile. You can go anywhere. You can get into any of these different events, and we can get you one put together. Come down. We'll sit down, talk about it, see what you want to do with it, and like you said, you can get sinks, electrical, finish the interior. You can do just about anything with these customized trailers.
I mean, you can move the doors around, so if you don't want the entrance door on the passenger side, you can put it on the front or the driver's side. I believe that you could put the positioning of those big vendor windows just anywhere you want.
Pretty much that's
So,
correct.
I guess if you can dream it, you could pretty much, if they can dream it, you could pretty much help them accomplish it.
Absolutely. Ready
And,
and eager to help
the-
them out.
The other thing, don't you also sell a lot to, little townships and state and government? DENREC seems to be a pretty good customer of ours, and so on, where they come in and they need a particular trailer, a certain height, a certain length, a certain layout. We also can do that. Is that correct?
That's correct. Actually had just a few of those here lately. With Denrec, they had a couple of gators that they were trying to haul, but they were putting a bar across the top and putting their lights and stuff on them. So they needed some stuff that was wide enough to take the gator, but also tall enough to fit it as well. So we were able to get them, some extra height. It ended up being 7.5 foot tall inside, and that ended up working for them.
And I would say that's where, it is important when you're buying a trailer to figure out who you're dealing with. Whether they've been in the trailer business for just a year or two, or Weller's, gee, I'm 55. I've been in business since I was 16. Do the math. We've been around a long time. I've been in the tire business, the trailer
Who was
business.
that?
And everything we do, we try to do it right. Do we ever make a mistake? Sure we do. In other words, but you don't have to get your lawyer to make it right. We do the right thing. We make things right. And we're going to work hard to take good care of you during the sale, before the sale, and even after the sale. Because what I try to tell people is once you buy a trailer, it's kind of like we've entered into an agreement together. Because after you buy it, if you have anything wrong with it, or you need additional things done to it or added to it, Weller's is there for you. We also offer lettering and graphics. If you want to letter a trailer, we offer repairs and maintenance and things like that. But the one thing I found about with Brooks is he's very knowledgeable, very detail-oriented, very deep thinker. So, if you want to spec out a
What's
trailer,
that?
talk
Weller
to
actually
somebody
buys
about
his
a
time.
trailer.
Yeah.
Nothing against the internet. It's just hard to have much of a personal relationship with the internet, and it's really hard to get service through the internet. So, with Brooks, you're getting a real live Sussex County tax-paying, red-blooded American that, loves his family and wants to do a good job for his customers. So, Brooks, how in the world would somebody get a hold of you? What's the best way? You use an email yet?
Yeah, yes, I absolutely do. You can reach me at brooks@wellers.com. You can also reach me at the store, which is 302-337-8228, or even on my cell phone, which is 302-448-0049.
Just don't call you too late at night.
Yeah, after 11 o'clock, I don't think the wife would be too happy, especially if my little girls wake up.
Okay. All right. Well, Brooks, anything else you want to say?
I think that covers it. I absolutely would love to talk with you if you're looking for something custom, or if you just want a trailer, you don't need anything custom, I can help you out with that as well.
All right, and who do you want up here next, Jim? Are you there, Jim? Okay, I think we've lost Jim. We're gonna restart Skype. We have lost the connection with him, but thank you, Brooks. Thank you for that. And I think we're gonna get Brandon up here next. While we're waiting to reconnect with Jim here, we're going to talk about BringMeGas.com. BringMeGas.com, I own it. It is a business we came up with probably 4 years ago. And what we do is we go out, we order, or you go online, BringMeGas.com. You order your propane tank there. You can order anything up to a 100-pound cylinder, which is what you use for. You can use it for cooking, you can use it for heating, you can use it for many different things, and it's mostly used for supplemental heating. You don't want to use it as your primary heat source. And we're going to try to connect back here to Jim again, and let's see if he answers us. So we're going to have Brandon coming up here. This is Brooks's brother, Brandon. And
are you there?
We're here. We got you back. Did you?
What did I do?
I think somebody tripped on the wire there in the bridge tunnel. They ran over it or
what
something.
I think.
Yep. So this is Jim Weller. He is live.
I'm back.
He's back. He's live from. Now, where are you? You in Williamsburg?
I'm in Williamsburg.
Okay.
I'm vacationing, man. I took a trip and went up to Texas and decided I'm just going to start taking a vacation once a week.
That's good.
So,
Are you going to take a week-long vacation once a week?
Yeah, take a week long. But I'll usually be at Jimmy's Grill on Friday morning anyway.
That's right.
So,
yeah. All right.
Anyway, I wanted to hit another one of my sponsors if I could. Again, you're listening to Weller Does Delmarva on Delaware 105.9. And today we are live at Weller's Utility Trailers in Bridgeville. And we had an experimental offer yesterday that I mentioned that I'm going to make sure everybody knows about, because you've got till 2 o'clock today to take advantage of this offer. And it's a real offer. So people are like, they heard it yesterday and they wondered if it was real or a big joke or something like that. But here's the deal. If you happen to have been thinking about buying a trailer, we've got a 5x8 landscape trailer. It's got a treated wood floor, and it's got a ramp gate, white style wheels. And we've got it on sale right now for $697.50. $697.50. But if you buy one today and today only at Weller's in Bridgeville, we're going to sell you the trailer for $697.50, and we're going to let you have the trailer. But as an added value bonus, we're going to give you absolutely free a 1,000-watt infrared quartz heater with a remote control that sells for $157. We're going to give you that free if you buy this trailer today and today only. And we had somebody come in yesterday, and I don't know if they sold one or two or how many, but we also, I think, have some people coming in today to get it. So we have plenty of those trailers, plenty of those heaters. So if you want one, this is a you snooze, you lose special today and today only, $697.50 for the trailer, and you get the heater absolutely free.
All right,
now,
and we have Brandon standing by whenever you're ready,
show, which is Bill Strickland, who owns L&W Insurance Agency in Dover. I've been dealing with them for probably 25 plus years. I don't even shop my insurance. I'm so happy with them. They've been serving the community for over 60 years now, and they sell life insurance and health insurance. They sell home owners policies. They sell auto insurance, and they have all kinds of commercial coverage. And what I like about them is they give you good, honest answers. I've never had to deal directly with the insurance company. I've always dealt with L&W because they are an independent agent. And what's nice about an independent agent is they work for their customers. If you talk to an insurance company that represents just one brand of insurance, they're kind of just working for that insurance company, where an independent agent is working for you, the customer. So www.lwinsurance.com, or give them a call. It's 674-3500, 302-674-3500. When you call, say, hey, I heard Jim Weller talking about you. Want to give you the opportunity to talk to me about insurance and see what we can do. I think one of my next guests is up. Brandon, are you there? So this is going to be my next guest. This is Brandon Ritter. And Brandon, why don't you tell everybody who you are, whether you're married or not, where you went to school, and How long you been involved with Wellers, and how are you holding up?
Well, my name is Brandon Ritter. I was born and raised down here in Sussex County. I'm a local native, I guess you would say. I actually went to school. We graduated from Sussex Tech down in Georgetown in 2006. I actually went there for a carpentry milling cabinet training, and here I am now working for Wellers Utility Trailers. I've been here for about 4 to 5 years, and I kind of help out in all areas. I help everybody try to get things done and sell and do a little bit of everything for us here at Wellers. But one of my special areas, Jim, is the shed and carport area.
Okay. And the sheds we get, aren't they Amish made?
They are Amish made. We deal with a company out of Bird in Hand, Pennsylvania, and they actually make anything from sheds to gazebos to dog kennels to chicken coops.
Wow, chicken coops seem to be on the rise, don't they?
They are. We sold probably about 2 or 3 in the last week or two to a lot of locals here that are wanting to kind of raise their own chickens and go from there. And I've even heard people wanting to start their business with these little chicken coops, and their goal is to eventually have full-size chicken houses.
Then after they get that, they'll wonder why you didn't talk them out of it.
Exactly.
So, but anyway, I'm thinking that we should get a couple chicken coops, get some chickens, and offer bacon and eggs for breakfast there at Wellers in Bridgeville.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a plan. So, but anyway, the sheds, what I've noticed is the workmanship, the attention to detail. The Amish seem to really pay attention to quality, don't they?
They sure do. One thing that sets the Amish-built sheds that we sell here apart from the rest is definitely the quality. We have plenty of sheds out here in stock where we can take you out and show you, even down to the fasteners they use to put these sheds together. They use stainless steel fasteners, which is going to help with the rusting process, which is also going to extend the life of the wood that they use to frame the sheds. They use diamond plate step runners for when you open your door so the edge of your plywood doesn't start chipping up. They use perma trim, which is a vinyl PVC trim on the exterior of their sheds, which helps prolong the life of the shed. All around, inside and out, all the way down to the screws. These guys know what they're doing. They run their lives based on this. They put their passion in their work, and you can definitely see it in the sheds that we sell here at Wellers.
I agree. Now, do all of the sheds, like what if a guy wanted a chicken coop? Would it be delivered, or do they just pick it up, or how's delivery and setup work?
Jim, can we pick this up after the break? We got a break coming up, and we'll get Brandon right back in here, and we'll finish talking about these Amish-built sheds. You're listening to Weller Does Delmarva. We are live from Wellers Utility Trailers in Bridgeville. Stop on in and see us. We'll be back right after this. Okay. Still there, Jim?
I'm here.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Me either. I knew when I lost you, though, because the thing...
Because you couldn't hear us anymore?
Huh?
You knew because you couldn't hear us anymore?
Yeah, but I will tell you one thing. I can hear Norm talking.
Yeah, I turned the return down going back to you. I just got it up from me.
I got you.
That's not going out over the air. It's just local here, so.
Okay. Brandon holding up okay?
Norm, it's a good thing you stopped talking about Jim.
Mm-hmm.
He was hearing you.
A little shaky, Jim. A little nervous.
Oh, you did good. Doing good.
I got a face for radio, I guess.
Yeah, but you're on camera, too. Oh, we weren't supposed to tell you that. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. This next segment's really going to be horrible.
Mm-hmm. I think when you come back, you ought to mention you're married.
Oh, you really want me to do that?
Well, people listening might pick up on it.
Sure.
So you never even mentioned her.
Oh, you said you had kids, but didn't say you were married.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
We'll tell Brooks that he didn't say he was married.
Yeah.
Brooks, we've had people calling in complaining that you got all these kids and you're not married.
Yeah. I think the show's going real good, though.
Yeah, I think it's going good, too. The Skype's working good, except for that one time it went out. And I don't know if it was it might be the internet on your end is a little spotty or something.
It might be.
Because it's looking pretty good here. The video's staying up good, so.
Now, I guess after Brandon, we'll get Jay in there.
Okay. And well, in between Brandon and Jay, I'm going to finish up. While I lost you on there, I started talking about Bring Me Gas, so I guess I want to finish that thought up.
Okay.
On that in between Brandon and Jay.
Okay.
Dog castles?
Yeah.
Really?
We actually just sold one that looked just like that.
Huh.
All finished interior on the inside. It's real
Can you
nice.
get them with heaters and air conditioning?
I'm sure they could figure something out
Probably.
for you.
Is that standard, those roof vents?
No, they don't. They're an extra option.
Okay.
But they really help it. And they're
Yeah.
actually now using what they call tech shield sheathing on the ceilings of all their structures.
Oh, yeah?
Which is kind of like an insulated piece of sheathing, and it helps with the heat.
I think that's the same thing we're getting in them Diamond Cargo trailers, Brandon.
Yeah. It's not really a piece of insulation, but it's like an insulated piece of plywood.
It's like a thermal barrier.
Correct. And it's supposed to decrease.
I think it makes like a 10 to 15 degrees difference.
Exactly.
Really?
I'm going to get a hat and ride it with it.
And here we are. We are back live at Weller's Utility Trailers in Bridgeville. Go ahead, Jim. Take it from here.
All right. I wanted to mention a couple other sponsors, though. Can I hit bringmegas.com for just a minute?
Sure. Go right ahead.
That's a business you own. And what I'm thinking is it's probably the time of year that people might not be thinking about propane for their gas grill. They might be thinking about propane for their heater. Or this time of year, a lot of times people get hit with a bill from their propane company where they didn't buy enough propane to justify having the tank, so they charge them a tank rental fee. Aren't you having a program now where a person can literally buy a new or used 100-pound tank off of you, and then you will fill it with propane, and they completely avoid the tank rental fee?
Yeah,
and they can buy propane from you, and there's no tank rental fee. They own the tank. If they ever get done with it, they can resell it if they want or whatever, but it lowers their overall cost of propane and the tank rental. So that is bringmegas.com. And if you have any questions, you can call 422-8110 or go online to bringmegas.com and learn about what they do. They normally, through the summer months and so on, and I'm sure through the winter also, you can get your propane tank for your gas grill filled. If you run out of propane, you go online, you log on, you say, hey, I live in Lincoln. Tells you what day they're going to be in the Lincoln area. You put it on your credit card and boom, come home one night and there's a freshly filled propane tank sitting right there in your yard. Or if you are in a bigger hurry than that, they actually have, in some circumstances, same-day service. If you say, look, I'm having a barbecue tonight, no matter what, I need gas. So a lot of us never have enough gas. So anyway, bringmegas.com can handle all your gas needs, whether it be for a heater or whether it be for your gas grill. Now, the other thing I did want to mention was the Glass Doctor in Lincoln is another one of our good sponsors, and we just want to remind you, if you need any type of glass, shower enclosures, whether you need a nice fancy cut mirror, whether you've got a window that needs replacing, maybe you're getting ready to build something and you want to get a quote on some new glass or windows, or maybe if you have a desk and you want like a glass top put on it, give them a call at 422-2783. Now, the person I was talking to before the break was a young man named Brandon Ritter. And Brandon, you were talking about the Amish sheds. I know that you seem to be really in tune with if a person is looking here and looking there and looking there, because at 60 miles an hour, all sheds look the same. So I think you have to stop, get out of your car, and do more than look at the shed. You need to talk to a salesperson that knows what they're talking about. And I think you have had enough experience at looking at other brands of sheds and things like that you can help people be guided through the process. Because the guy told me once, a good deal on a lemon, you still own a lemon. So I think it's important to know what you're buying and know what the differences are. And if you're dealing with somebody that doesn't know the differences, then there's your first signal that you might be talking to the right person. So, Brandon, how did you learn so much about sheds and stuff? I heard you talking the other day, and you just really seem to know your stuff.
Well, just to go back, in my high school days, I was in carpentry, mill, and cabinet, and our 10th grade project was actually to build a shed. So I have a little bit of experience in the process to get the shed on our lot to show the customer all the way down to the framing. So I have a little bit of experience there, which allows me to kind of know the product inside and out. And I've also had a lot of time to talk with Dave up there at Amish Backyard Structures and really get to know the company and get to know them and what they do. I've even had a chance to walk through their factory and see how they build the sheds. So I really have a lot of knowledge of how they do it and where they do it and why they do it. And so I put that in with the passion that I have with selling their product, and it allows the customer to see exactly what I'm showing them when it comes to the quality of the product.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people that got sheds out there, but I think that quality is, because you're only going to buy it once.
Exactly.
But you're going to have it forever.
Exactly. You kind of got to think of it like when you're buying a house. You don't want to buy a house that isn't built quality because you're going to be living in that house. The shed is the same thing. You're going to put your product inside of that shed that you want to have safe from weather and the elements, and so you want a good quality product to shelter those things.
Now, they include delivery and setup. Is that correct?
They do. They do up to 25 miles from our store here in Bridgeville, which is in good old Delaware, is a good portion with free delivery. And these guys are very professional with the delivery. They have a nice rig that comes in. They also provide options should you live in a location where you can't get their truck in there. They have a little dolly where they can actually lift the shed up and wheel this thing around like it's in a wheelbarrow.
Isn't that amazing? Now, what is the upcharge if it's past 25 miles? Isn't it just a few bucks per mile?
It's only a few dollars per mile one way. That's a loaded charge. And most people around here, like I said, in Delaware, we're a nice, huge state over here. And so that radius does cover quite a bit. And I would say 90% of our customers are within that radius. And it's only a few dollars per mile outside of that. And they'll get it out there and taken care of to you in a few short weeks.
Now, tell us about the carports real quick. They're a brand called Carolina Carports, and I noticed we seem to sell a lot of them, and I saw you going to people's houses and taking pictures of you standing there with their shed, or really with their carport. What's making people so happy about them things?
The cool thing about carports is it's the ability to get a nice structure to shelter your vehicles, boats, mowers, anything you really want. In a short time period for not so much money. You can get a 12 by 21 carport. That's a 12-foot wide, 21-foot long roof over any vehicle, anything you own for only $700, $695 installed anywhere.
That means delivered to your yard and they set it up.
Delivered to your yard and they set it up, and it's good quality structure. We have several of them out here on our property here in Bridgeville where you can come, let one of our salesmen take you out and show you the quality of their product. It's a real firm structure, and there's a lot of options that you can do with them as well.
And I've seen where you sold them where they look like a garage, where a guy gets a couple garage doors, some windows, an entrance door, and it's all enclosed. What do you call those?
But they're still technically called a carport. We had a customer here recently that lives locally here in Bridgeville purchase a two-car garage from us with the Carolina Carport. It's a nice big 24 by 24 with two-car doors, a side door, and a window. And it's basically a full building. You have not the cost of putting up a pole barn or anything like that. It's a metal structure that can be on your property within a few short weeks.
That's amazing. In other words, I think that gentleman even ordered certain color garage doors and things like that. It sounds like there's tons of options available.
There definitely is tons of options. You can do anything you want. You don't have to put garage doors on there. You can leave a garage door opening. You have a choice of 4 colors for the garage doors if you do have them on there. There is 13 different colors that you can choose on the building itself. There's 3 different roof styles, and like I said before, plenty of sizes available.
And what's the best way for somebody to reach you, Brandon?
The best way to reach me is, number one, the phone number here at the store is 302-337-8228. But I am a very personable gentleman here. I'll even give you my cell phone, and you can call me at any time at 302-542-7794, and I will be sure to help you out the best that I can.
And what's the best way to email you?
My email is brandon@wellers.com, spelled BRANDON @wellers.com.
All right, well, thank you very much. I appreciate you working for me. How long have you been with me? Can you remember?
I know it's somewhere between 4 and 5 years. It's kind of all jumbled together now, and I just remembered at the start of the broadcast with me, you mentioned if I was married or not, and I definitely am happily married. This December will be 4 years with a wonderful wife, Megan Ritter.
Yeah, I see your pictures. You guys look like you're beaming all the time.
And he knows he's happily married because his wife tells him that every day.
Every day. I hope
That's
she's
right.
at home listening right now.
So anyway, but Brandon, I want to thank you for working for me, and I appreciate all you do for Wellers, and I believe that you're going to be a real instrument that's going to help us move into the future. So, folks, if you're listening or watching, this has been Brandon Ritter, and good local red-blooded American, born and raised in Sussex County, and we'll just love the opportunity to meet you, greet you, and earn your business. Would you agree, Brandon?
I definitely would.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, folks, I'm going to hit a couple quick commercials and remind you you're listening to Weller Does Delmarva. I'm going to be talking to my next employee, who is Jason Dipsky, Jay Dipsky. He'll be in there in just a couple minutes and on. But I wanted to let you know in the meantime, one of our sponsors that we really do appreciate, we appreciate all of them, but Wireless Zone, they provide us with the wireless internet that we need. So they have a location in Milford, they have another one in Harrington, and another one in Middletown. And you say, well, who is Wireless Zone? It's owned by Tejas Patel, and they sell cell phones. They give you advice. They can help you with your plan. If you want more minutes, less minutes, if you want more interesting minutes, just give them a call. In Milford, it's 424-1900, and in Harrington, it's 398-6040, and up in Middletown, it's 449-1900. And another one of our sponsors is Walls Service Center, right downtown Milford. Colin Walls, I believe, is the third generation of Wallses to be running this place. I think they've been in business since 1957. So when you stay in business that long, obviously you know what you're doing and you're doing it right. So if you have anything you need done to your car, from a headlight to a tail light to a wiper to a brand new custom exhaust system or an oil change, or having your wheel bearings packed or your brakes serviced or whatever, Colin Walls and his staff do an excellent job. I deal with them. My family does deal with them. They're good people. Phone number 422-8110. 422-8110. His right-hand man is Josh, and he'll take good care of you there. The other thing is, I think Jay is in there, and I'm going to talk to him. So this next gentleman has been with me for, I believe, almost 10 years now. I think at 10 years, everybody gets a free cruise, but I'm not sure. He would know that answer better than me. But anyway, Jay, are you there?
Yes, sir.
How you doing today?
Pretty good.
Good. And you've been with us about how long? Do you know?
It's 9 or 10 years, somewhere in that range.
Wow. So you were just a young man when you started.
Yeah, I still am a young man.
So anyway, some of the things you do, I believe, are right down to you unload the trailers as they come in. You put the tires and wheels on them and park them. And I was saying earlier on the show that, you know, when you ride by Wellers in Bridgeville, you play a large role in how nice everything looks. It's a huge facility, and you keep everything neat and clean and straight and parked and moved and removed and so on. And then if somebody buys a trailer, you're the guy that hooks them up. And then on top of that, if they have a trailer they want worked on or serviced, you're the guy that does that. So you're kind of got your hand in everything. Would that be fair to say?
Yes, sir. It's a good juggling act.
Yeah, it is. We do this at Wellers. One thing about it, whoever waits on you, you'll find they wear many hats. And we're not like your average store that, you know, where somebody cops an attitude if they've got to go do something different or whatever. We're a team, and we work as a team, and we operate as a team, and we do it well. So, Jay, tell us a little bit about who you are and where you're from, and some of the different things you'd like to share with us that you do there at Wellers.
All right. Well, I reside in Lincoln, Delaware right now. I've been here almost about 10 years or so, and grew up on the Eastern Shore. So I came here looking for a good Christian environment to work in, and I got that, and a good boss, and we like the things I do around here are, like you said, wear many hats. I do things besides on this site, but we between unloading trailers, working on trailers, to going to get parts, whatever needs to be done. It's, sweep the floor, whatever. It's all part of the job.
Yep, and it's never a dull moment, is it?
No, sir.
It's kind of amazing. It seems like no matter what the economy, we always seem to have plenty to do, don't we?
We always have plenty to do. We could close for a week and still have plenty to do.
Yeah. I think we could close for a month and still have plenty to do. But anyway, now in the shop, what kind of services do we provide there?
We do wheel bearing packing, replace jacks. We'll check your brakes, and if we need to, we'll get drums turned, replace brake pads. Wiring is usually a big issue. You know, a lot of people try to fool around with their own wiring, and just a lot of times it's easier to just bring it in, let the person knows how to handle it, take care of it. Because
I agree with that.
Time you clean up the mess, it adds more time to the labor. We do a lot of tires replacement, swapping tires out because tires, you know, that's one thing people don't think about. That and bearings, tires and bearings, most people don't think about until it's too late. So you know, you always got flat tires and the bearings going out. Install hitches, brake boxes. We've reskinned trailers before, so we do a wide variety of things for the trailer customers.
Not much we can't do. If they can get it to the building, we can take it from there.
Just about.
Just about, yeah. Well, anyway, Jay, I wanted to thank you for your help and for your time with Wellers, and appreciate you very much. And I guess the best thing for people to do would just be give the store a call and schedule, or I guess they could stop in if they had a question or wanted to talk to you or get something lined up. So anything else you want to add?
I was going to say, we kind of mention this every once in a while. You come in, get your trailer tire air pressure checked. You know, we do that for free just to, you know, if you're just wondering what your tires look like, or, you know, if they're low on air, because that's one thing most people don't realize is they lose air pressure as temperature changes. So we just had a nice cold morning, and then it's going to get back up to 60 degrees this afternoon. Your tire pressure is going to change that time in that temperature range. So it's something most people don't think about.
That's a real good point, especially with because, you know, if a tire changes just, you know, 5 PSIs, you know, if the weather changes and the tire changes 5 pounds of pressure, it can make a huge impact on how the trailer pulls and how the tires wear. So,
correct.
Anything else you want to add?
No, sir. It's been a pleasure working for you.
All right. Well, it's been a pleasure working with you. So thank you very much. Folks, I'm going to hit another couple commercials, and I think we're going to get my son Jimmy on next. So I'm going to just say a few words with him. But I want to remind people, I was bragging on my insurance agent earlier. I want to mention them one more time. L&W Insurance Agency up in Dover. Bill Strickland's the owner, and they just have done a great job for me over the years. Not only they deal with me, all of my children deal with them on their homeowners insurance, on their vehicle insurance. They deal with them whether it's their life insurance or whatever. And L&W is a good, personable company. And one thing I like about them is, since I've been dealing with them, which is over 25 years, I don't have to call the insurance company with a question or a problem. I call L&W, and they are my agent. So they are an independent agent, and they look out for me, and they take care of me. I remember I forgot where I was. It's where the arch is. I don't know where it was. But
that
anyway,
would be St. Louis, Jim.
Where was it?
St. Louis.
St. Louis. Man, my memory failed on that one.
Right here.
But we got broke into. Our vehicle got broke into. And I remember once I called L&W, I felt so much better. They're like, don't worry about it. We'll take care of everything. We'll contact the glass company. We'll have somebody come to your hotel and fix it. I didn't even know that service existed. So, in other words, 674-3500, L&W Insurance Company. On the web, it's www.lwinsurance.com. Thank you very much for being a good insurance agent, and thank you for sponsoring Weller Does Delmarva. Now, I think I saw my son Jimmy come in. He'll be getting himself ready here.
Yep,
and
he's ready to go
here.
whenever you're ready, Jim.
But I wanted to let you know that we have sponsorship opportunities. So if you're watching or listening and you say, you know what, I'd like to be on this show, Weller Does Delmarva. I want them to talk about my business or my product or services or whatever. You give me a call at 337-7300, and we'll figure out how to get you on. So my next guest is going to be my one and only son, Jimmy Weller. I do have 3 children, and all 3 work for me. But this is the one who happens to be working this Saturday, which is Jimmy. And Jimmy, how are you?
Great. Glad to be here.
My first question is, how's the dogs?
Pretty good, I guess.
Okay. All right.
They're eating anyway.
They're eating. Did you pet them and play with them and everything?
A little bit. I had to be at work,
right.
though, so I couldn't spend too much time there.
Well, Jimmy takes care of my animals when I'm out of town. So anybody that owns a pet knows how much you can miss your pet when you're gone. But, Jimmy, how are you? And what are you doing today?
I'm trying to look busy.
Trying to look busy. You look very excited. I appreciate that look.
I'm thrilled.
Okay.
Well, part of the thing I do here, I receive all the trailers, order trailers, so we've got a lot of loads in lately, so I got to get all them in the computer so we can get them sold.
How many can be on a load at sometimes? Didn't we have one load that was like 50 trailers on one load?
Yeah, I think that's about the max we've had. They get. They get
And is it fair
tight.
to say that Weller's gets 2 to 3 loads of trailers every week?
Oh yeah, keeps me busy.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So when people look out there and say, "Gee, you know, they got a lot of trailers," we have probably 800 to 1,000 trailers on the ground and hundreds of trailers on order all the time. And so Jimmy orders them, which is rather involved, and then he receives them, meaning he inputs them into the system when they come in. So what else do you do there? You've kind of transitioned from the front end to the middle end of the business. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I used to be in the front in sales, and I also took care of all the parts orders and making sure that we had everything. And now I do all the parts orders and all the trailer orders.
Wow. So we let you do twice as much
Yeah.
work.
Yep. It's great.
Wow. Yeah, you sound too enthusiastic about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
It keeps me busy.
Well,
Makes the days go by
Well,
quick.
anyway, is there anything else you want to say to the thousands of people watching and listening?
Come on out today and see me.
Okay. And you're there till what time?
I believe 1. We might close at 12 today since you're not here.
Okay. We'll see how that goes
Yeah.
on Monday. All right. Well, have a good weekend, Jimmy. Take care.
All right, thanks.
Thanks for working for me and putting up with me. All right, everybody. So I'm going to continue on with the show and just mention a couple other of our sponsors. I actually have noticed we have a lot more sponsors than I thought, but we have this other business, Colin and I, called CatchItLive.com. And
Yes,
I want
we
to
do.
let you know that. Were you saying something?
No, I'm just saying yes, we do, and it's
Okay.
very, very interesting business. Go ahead with it if you want and explain it.
Okay. Well, anyway, CatchItLive.com, it's kind of like a live internet streaming business. So let's just say you're listening or watching, and you say, well, hold on. You're saying, what else can you do with Catch It Live? Well, here's what we can do. Let's say you're having a surprise birthday party or a retirement party or any kind of a surprise, and you've invited your family, and you find out some of them live in Pittsburgh, some of them live in Alabama, some of them live wherever. If they've got internet, we can bring them to the party. Because what we can do is we can stream your event for you. And Colin and I are good at going around and interviewing and talking to people and stuff like that. So say you're having an event, and we can go around and interview people, and you can put it on your own website, or you can use it later on your social media network, but not just parties. Say you own a business and you sell an item. We can help you get the word out about that item. And it's a little different than just radio, which we also use radio, but we leave you with something when it's done. So it's the best of everything. So we can get you on our show on the radio on Saturday mornings. We can stream your event for you. We can embed it right into your website. Next Saturday, we're doing the Delmarva Christian High School's open house, and you'll be able to literally watch and hear the show, not only on Delaware 105.9, there you can hear it, but on Weller Does Delmarva, you'll be able to watch it, and they're going to put it right on their website also to where people can watch the show, not only during the show, but at a later date. People in parades love it because we just did the Milford Community Parade, and you can watch that at CatchItLive.com. But people that were in the parade get the opportunity to see the parade afterwards at CatchItLive.com. Again, we want to thank Wireless Zone for providing us with internet. Fitzgerald's owns the Glass Doctor in Lincoln. If you need any type of glass for your home, for your auto, for your business or whatever. Then we got Weller's Utility Trailers in Bridgeville is where we're doing the show from live right now. Then Colin Walls has Walls Service Center in Milford. Then Weller's Red Barn. It's going to be open next weekend, the first Friday and Saturday of every month. It's like a big shopping extravaganza. It's a lot of fun. That's Weller's Red Barn on Route 16 in Ellendale. Then we've got BringMeGas.com. So listen, folks, this is Jim Weller talking to you live from Williamsburg. And Colin Walls is sitting right in my office at Weller's Utility Trailers in Bridgeville. You've listened to my son Jimmy, Jay, my shop and lot guy. Then you've talked to Brandon and Brooks. And here's the deal. Come on into Weller's in Bridgeville today and just say hi to these guys. Or if you can't stop in, give them a call. Tell them how they sounded or whatever. And if you've done business with them, we thank you. We thank you for your business. And something new that I'm getting ready to do, I'm going to get out in my showroom more often than I used to. So if you have wanted to talk to me and not been able to get to me, or if you want me to be the guy that waits on you, I'm going to be out in the showroom more than I used to be. Not that anybody's done anything wrong. It's just that here lately, I've grown to have a newer appreciation for my customers. I realize when you buy any of what I sell, you can buy it many places. And when you choose to deal with Wellers, I want you to know I appreciate your business, and I want to say thank you to you personally and let you know that we thank you, whether you bought a shed or a carport or a generator or a trailer or a sink or some socks or even a snow shovel. We at Wellers do appreciate your business, and I personally, Jim Weller, do also appreciate your business. I've been in business a long time, and I want to say thank you. Colin, am I taking up all the time?
Well, I was just going to see you're down in. We'll get away from the commercial stuff here a little bit, and we got a couple minutes left here. What are you doing down to Williamsburg? What takes you down there?
Well, my daughter Jenny and her family went on a cruise, and we babysit our grandson Brody while she was gone, and so we had to bring Brody down here so we could all hook up. And then we're spending a couple days down in Williamsburg. Jenny has timeshares, so she's given us a place to stay. So Denise and I can relax a little bit.
Oh, that's good. That's good. It'll be a nice little little getaway for you. I mean, you need a vacation after taking that vacation last week.
That's right.
I mean,
so,
that vacation.
I'm thinking about
out.
just taking a trip, maybe just once a week, no more than that, and getting out. Now, people that know me would totally agree, Jim. You need to de-stress more often. So I don't think there's anybody. And I bet all them guys I just interviewed are probably, like Jimmy said, on the days that I'm not there, they can close early and do whatever they want. Maybe the company will buy them all lunch today or who knows what.
That's right. Yeah, and maybe even buy them all individual vacations. So when you're gone, they may all be, one of them take off every time
right.
you're
going.
Come
back and they're all going.
Yeah.
So,
but I do like
anyway,
your new plan that
guys.
you're talking about. You're talking about coming in at noon every day, Monday through Friday, and then take an hour lunch break, and then you're going to leave at 1 o'clock, right? That's your new work plan?
That's what I'm thinking about, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, that's a good one, So if I can get that in free health care, I got it made, huh?
How about if we just let you work harder and longer and double your health care insurance?
There you go.
Man,
that's
that sounds
even
like
better,
a plan.
isn't it? Yeah, I can, instead of only working 80 hours a week, now I can work a little bit more and pay a little bit more for my health care.
Right, you can go to 100 if you want, but if you want to do more than 100, go right ahead. We're not going to pay you anymore, and it's better for your health anyway.
Right. I used to work for a guy, and one thing he said, when you work for me, I'm going to let you work as hard as you want. You can breathe as much fresh air as you want. In other words, if it's... Thank you, everybody, for Weller does Delmarva. Thank you, Colin, for all you do on your end.
You're welcome, Jim, and it's been a pleasure, and we will see you next week. You'll be back.
Yep, I'll be back. I'll see you, folks. Have a good weekend.
All
God
right.
bless you all.
That's
Bye.
right. Goodbye. All right, Jim.
Man, this time goes by fast, don't it?
Oh, it does. It does. Very, very quickly. So, all right, I'm going to disconnect everything and get everything out of your office here. I will see you next week sometime.
All right, thanks, Colin. Take care.
All right, see you. Bye.